Hello and welcome to Suresh Agarwal's Reasoning Mantra. In this video, I have brought some questions based on letter classification, which is a very important part for all competitive exams, especially the SSC exams. And you will definitely find a question or two based on this particular concept in these exams. So let's have a look at the first question. But before we begin with the questions, these are some important points to be kept in mind. What all things you need to know in order to attempt such questions? You need to be comfortable with vowels and consonants. That means, what are vowels? The letters A, E, I, O and U. So these are the 5 vowels that are present in the English alphabet. All other alphabets other than the vowels are said to be the consonants. So you may get questions based on vowels and consonants. Then you must be familiar with the position of letters in the forward as well as the reverse order. Like if you write from like A to Z, all the 26 alphabets. So if we count from the beginning, A will be at the first position, B at the second position. Similarly, Z will be at the 26th position. But if you count from the rear end or from the reverse order, it becomes the first position, second position, and A goes to the 26th position. So you must be very comfortable with the positions of letters in the forward and reverse order. Also, you may get questions based on addition or multiplication of positions of letters. So remembering the positions will be very important here. Now, having a look at the first question, you can see there are a set of 4 different combinations of letters given to us, and we have to choose the odd one out. So let's have a look at the first one, A, E, I and O. So we have the alphabet on the screen. So if this is A, then we have E, and we have I, and we have O here. So let us see what the difference is. Between A and E, there are 3 letters. Between E and I, again there are 3 letters. And between I and O, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. So there is a difference of 3, 3 and 5. Now let us look at B, F, J and N. So this is B, this is F, this is J, and this is N. So let us see what the difference is. So between B and F, we have 3 letters. Between F and J, again we have 3 letters. Between J and N, again we have 3 letters. That means there is a uniform difference of 3 letters in all the 4 alphabets that are given to us. Now the third option says C, G, K and O. So looking at this, we can again say that there is a uniform difference of 3 in all the letters. And the last option is D, H, L, P. So I'll put a box this time. It's D, then we have H, then we have L, and we have P. So again, we have a difference of 3 letters between D and H, then 3 letters between H and L, and 3 letters between L and P. So again, there is a uniform difference of 3 here. So which option is the odd one out? Yes. So we'll mark option A as the answer because the difference is not the same as the other 3 options that are given to us. This is a previous year question which appeared in the CPO exam in the year 2004. Now let us look at the second question. The second question is DFIMR. Let me clear the screen so that things don't get messed up here. So before we begin with the second question, okay, now it's fine. Now in the second question we have D, F, I, M and R. So what is the difference? Between D and F we have 1 letter. Between F and I we have 2 letters. Between I and M we have 3 letters, and between M and R we have 4 letters. So there's a non-uniform difference of 1, 2, 3 and 4 letters between the given letters. Now let us check for C, E, H, L and Q. So between C and E we have 1 letter. E and F, E and H is 2 letters. H and K is 3 letters and L and Q is 4 letters. So again the difference remains the same as we get for option A. Now looking at the next one, that is GILPU. So this is G, then we have I, then we have L, then we have P, and we have U. So I have encircled it with a red pen this time. So again we see that the difference remains the same, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In the last option, that is HJMPT. In this case, H, J, M, P and T. I find that between H and J there is one letter, between J and M there are two letters, between M and P again there are two letters, and between P and T there are three letters. So that means the difference is 1, then 2, okay, this was 1, then we have 2, then again we have 2, and then it's a difference of 4. So that means here the difference is different from the other three options. So we'll mark option D as the answer here because that stands here as the odd one out. Looking at the third question, again you see 4 options on your screen. This time the concept may vary a bit. So CXGT. So let us mark the positions. This is C, then we have X. So I see a similarity here, that C is at the third position from the beginning, whereas X is at the third position from the rear end. Next we have G, and then we have T. So let us count the alphabets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So G is at the 7th position from the front. And what about T? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. So T is 7th from the rear end. So this is the relation that we see between the first two letters. The numbering should be the same from the beginning and from the end. Now let us look at the second option, EVBY. So where is E? Here is E and we have V here. So I can see that both E and V are at the 5th position. E is at the 5th position from the beginning and V is at the 5th position from the rear end, from the back side. Then B is at the 2nd position from the beginning and Y is at the 2nd position from the rear end. So that means the relation between A and B is the same. Next is D and X. So where is D? Let me change the color so that it becomes easy to identify. So this is D and we have X here. So obviously the relation between D and X is not the same because D is at the 4th position from the beginning, whereas X is at the 3rd position from the rear end. So according to me, C should be the answer. Let's check with option D here. A and Z. So this is A and this is Z. A is first from the beginning, Z is first from the end. Then we have D and W. So D is 4th from the beginning and W is 4th from the end. So yes, we go with option C as the final answer. In the fourth question, again USNID, then okay. So let's see the relation here. USNID. I don't see any relation in the alphabets here as such. So let's check for the vowels here. How many vowels do we see in option A? It's just 1. Is it 1 or is it 2? Yes, we have U also as a vowel. What are the vowels here? A, E, I, O and U. These are the 5 vowels. So you will check how many vowels are there in each option. We have 2 vowels in the option A. In the second option again we have an O and an E. So two vowels in option B. In the third option we have 1, 2 and 3 vowels. And in the fourth option we have 1 and 2 vowels. So which is the odd one out? Yes, option C will be the odd one out here because it has just 3 vowels as compared to others which have 2 vowels each. In the fifth question, Again, we have a set of words. Let's check for the vowels here again. So yes, I see a vowel here, that is I. In the second one, there's no vowel. In the third one, again there's a vowel E, and again in the fourth one, I find one vowel. So I mark B as the answer here because other than B, in all the three options, I see vowels, one vowel each. Whereas in case of option B, there is no vowel. So this is a previous year question from the SSC CGL exam in the year 2015, which is quite recent. In the sixth question, again we have four options. Let's check for the arrangement. Okay, it's T, U, V and X. So I find T, U, V in a sequence. We skip a letter and then I find X. So this is the relation I find in the option A. Then in option B, it's O, P, R. So O, P, R and S. So the relation is different. That means A and B, there are two different patterns being followed. So we need to check which one is the correct one. Let's see option C. B, C, D. B, C, D. And after that, we skip a letter and we have F. So I find this option C similar in pattern to option A. Let us check with option D also, H, I, L. So this is H, I, L. And then we skip a letter and we have L. Hij and then we skip a letter and we have L. So that is option D, again similar to option A and option C. That means in option A, C and D, the pattern being followed is the same, but in option B, the pattern is different. Again, a previous year question from the SSC CGL exams in the year 2014, this question has been asked. So you can well understand what type of questions you can expect from this. So this is just to give you an idea of like how many different types of questions can be framed based on the arrangement of letters. So if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel if not done yet. Share this with your friends so that most people can benefit from this video. Thanks for joining me and see you soon with another important concept from reasoning shortly.